Today on New England Living, we check out an innovative seafood company using technology to directly connect fishermen with consumers. And legendary local chef Daniel Bruce shows off how to cook up the perfect summer seafood dish. Plus, discover the ideal kitchen workstation and tips from our real estate experts on how to make the most of your space. It all starts right now on New England Living. New England has a style all its own. The people, the history, the culture. Join us as we discover the faces and places, the design and destinations, everyone and everything that makes New England extraordinary.
I'm glad I discovered it now.
Love the place you call home with New England Living. Thanks for joining us today on New England Living. I'm your host, Rachel Holt. First up, we're heading to Boston Seaport to meet the man helping transform the fishing industry. Jared Auerbach started Red's Best in 2008 to help provide consumers with direct access to fishermen and their catch.
When I was 23, I went to get on a boat in Alaska to live on the boat for 3 months, and I'd only been out on the ocean 3 times in my entire life. And I ended up just loving it. I didn't think that was something I wanted to do the rest of my life, but I have maybe different skill sets that could have a positive impact on this thing that I really love and contribute from this angle. Red's Best works with a network of a couple thousand fishermen. When they come in from fishing, we unload their catch, take possession of it, aggregate it in Boston, and process it, package it, freeze it, and ship it to consumers all over the world. We grade each fish on color, fat, freshness, and shape. We'll take pictures of that, and just by the picture we can cut a deal with our customers. We have really good rapport with them that we've built over many years, so they trust us to give them an accurate grade or idea of the fish, and we kind of know which fish to go to which customers with, and that's how we move them out. We have a facility in Chatham, which is a great fishing area. From there, we move it all up to Boston in a tractor trailer, so it's sort of a mini aggregation hub. We also have a facility in New Bedford, which is similarly unloading boats and gathering fish. And then in Boston's where kind of the magic happens, right? Because here, we're able to scale the fish, fillet the fish, trim the fish, portion the fish, package the fish, freeze the fish, and then store it for shipment all over the world. Then we have our retail market in Boston Public Market. We have these beautiful displays of fish, and it's whatever came in that day. I promise you, you will be happier consuming fish that way.
But getting the freshest seafood directly to consumers has its challenges.
The biggest challenge would be that there's really unpredictable supply, right? So the fishermen are going out, there's fish to catch, but it's not always cod, right? So if everybody just wants cod, and we're not allowed to catch cod that day, there's a problem. So I think what we're most proud of at Red's Best has been our ability to really empower the fishermen, go out, catch what's local, catch what's abundant, catch what is legal to harvest within the rules, and then we'll find a market for it. We've gotten really good at taking fish from the open ocean, getting it to shore, getting it on a truck, getting it to our warehouse, processing it, filleting it, packaging it. You know, next thing you know, it's just sort of like a nameless, faceless whitefish fillet, right? So it sort of decommodifies the fish. It's not just a piece of whitefish. That's a piece of whitefish caught by Jim Keating on his boat out of Plymouth. When people connect with the source, they're a lot more open to eating with the seasons and letting Mother Nature and the oceans dictate what's on the plate that night. We want consumers who say, hey, Red's Best, what should I have for dinner? And then we say, well, here's what was landed yesterday, right? Whatever's fresh that day, that's what I want to be eating. It all tastes good when it's that fresh too.
What is your relationship like with the local fishermen?
We have great relationships now up and down the coast, and we're able to connect that to end users. What people might not know is that fishermen really care where their fish goes. It's a really prideful possession to go out and risk your life to harvest food for people, and knowing that that's going into a platform like Red's Best that's connecting it to a family potentially in our community, I think means a lot to the fishermen too.
How are you using technology to track these daily catches and understand where they're coming from?
Yeah, so it started as sort of building tech to build efficiency to be able to handle and work with a lot of small boats. It started as like a data platform. Then sort of 5 years into it, we're like, hey, this data is actually these really compelling stories. We take a lot of pride in sharing these stories of these fishermen that we work with. On a piece of fish you get from us, it's gonna tell you one of the captains who contributed to that catch. It's gonna tell you their name, the boat name, the port where we unloaded them, and the gear type they used. That, that's really cool. There's a connection there that I think is important.
If you can have a connection to your end user, it's kind of cool. What Reds and Jared offered to me was to be part of that. He's the first man that's ever said to me, as the owner of a company and fish buyer, if you're not happy, let me know and we'll work it out.
Fishermen have a lot of options where they want to sell their catch. Why do they come to Red's Best?
We take a lot of pride in working with these fishermen. We care about what they do. I admire what they do. I think at the end of the day, we've been doing this for a while. We're good at what we do. We're very professional. These are men and women, they're running small businesses often. Their family is involved, maybe their wife or somebody's doing the books. And I think our ability to provide consistency is something I'm most proud of. At our core, our job is to provide a service to fishermen to help them maximize the profitability of their business. So often that comes with conversations and market education. If we can explain sort of like how we're grading a bluefin tuna, what our customer is looking for, and have that conversation, that authentic relationship with the person who's harvesting it, we can make a connection there between what our customers are saying, what the fishermen are doing, that's gonna help the fishermen have a better business, which creates loyalty, and then that helps our customer too, because they're getting what they want. So we take our role in the middle really seriously and try to be really respectful of both sides. I want to build a platform and have an impact on the food system that's resilient. I'm not trying to do something that impacts next year. I'm trying to make my mark. I'm proud of what we've done. I'm proud of where we are. This is a centuries-old industry. I want to build something that has meaning and connects people to healthy fish.
Coming up after the break, we're sticking with seafood as legendary chef Daniel Bruce teaches us how to create an elegant halibut dish using traditional local ingredients. When New England Living returns after this.